Welcome back to your Millennial Group Therapy Session, Baby One More podcast with your host, Steph and
Morgs.
Yay! I did it without failing.
You are amazing. Every time I'm like, do you want to assist? Do you want me to give it a go? But I'm like, nah, she got it.
Literally this time though, I had to think in my head. I was like, welcome back, right, to your Millennial Group Therapy. I literally had to say it over in my head while it was counting down because I was like, I'm gonna butcher this right now, but I didn't. I'm proud of myself.
You did great.
Wow.
And yeah, oh my god.
I was gonna say it's been a manic Monday, but it's not even Monday. It's only it's Tuesday.
Only it's the last
it's the Monday-est Tuesday I've had in a while. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Well,
let's kick off by rating the weeks.
Hello. We're in different places in case people can't tell. It's not an after dark episode. We're just, all over the place.
We in transit.
And it's okay. It is okay. Yeah. But yes, we're going to start with rating our weeks, and then we'll get into some media stuff, and then we'll get into the meat and the potatoes of this episode.
Hell yeah.
And we decided to hold our microphones because we noticed how much better we sounded when we held our microphones the other day.
Yeah. So greetings to the best audio of all time.
Yes. Which is us holding them. So it also helps us not fidget with our hands so much because Morgan and I noticed that we are the most fidgety fucking people on planet Earth. What do I do with my hands?
I'm like, Sam has this little hedgehog squish toy on her desk. I'm like, oh, this is nice.
That works.
Still holding my microphone though.
No, it works. Listen, at least I'm not constantly touching my fucking hair. I feel like that's all I do is just
I definitely
put my hair, throw my hair wherever it is. Anyways, would you like to take off? Would you like to start it off, or do you want me to start it off?
I'll kick it off.
Kick it off,
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, shake it off.
Shake it off. We in the midst. We coming down from the Taylor high. No, we're still riding.
We're still in it. Still riding high.
Yeah. So, rating the week, I'd say 8.5.
Nice. It's a solid rating.
It's a solid rating.
Mm-hmm.
Why not a 10? Why not a 9? I don't really know. But I'm not feeling fully. I'm starting that roller coaster to my period land. So it was a little rocky in my brain cells. But besides that, Corey and I got to explore our new town over the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, we tried a new brewery and we met this super adorable couple at a food place we went to. It was a Creole restaurant. So it was New Orleans style food, and it was so freaking good. And they gave us all these recommendations all the good stuff. The local hangouts. So
that's amazing
for us. Got Taylor this week.
Yes.
Times 2, which conspiracy. I had a dream last night. She dropped a third final.
Oh yeah, that part. Is what you did send me that. I just couldn't remember for shit.
I was I need to get off TikTok.
Well, I'm sure your TikTok For You page is just Taylor after Taylor after Taylor.
No, literally.
I just feel that.
Everything.
Mine's starting
and I love
too.
it.
Mine is
I'm gonna
starting
send you more
too, but I have a lot of other crap that pops up on mine, and I'm like, I don't feel like crying today. Is that okay?
Oh my god, no!
Mine's just sad stuff, always about poor little babies, and I'm like, I'm not mentally stable for this TikTok. Why is this my content? It's always.
I'm
always.
Oh my god, I'm cat, Taylor, food. I have recipes. The For You really, it's for me.
It really is. Mine is probably the way it is because I watch the true crime shit that pops up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, but then I get the sad true crime, and I'm like, no, I don't want to see this.
No. I'm not trying to watch fucking news on TikTok.
No, this is not for me today.
Have you ever gotten stuck in watching 4-part episode of a TV show?
100. Well. Yes, I've had that happen for a true crime thing actually, and I went on the page and I was like, wait, I need to know what happens next. This is so exciting.
I've had that happen multiple times with Grey's Anatomy, where I haven't committed to the cause of watching it, but I'll see a clip and I'm like, I need to know what happens.
Yeah.
Do I start the journey?
Were you a Grey's girly? No, neither was I. I just didn't
No, but
know.
I did go through like medical show
Well, you and Nicole
era for
liked
a
like
while.
House, right?
House, but
Okay,
like
I was
more
like,
recent ones, I did The Resident and New
oh.
Amsterdam.
I kind of watched New Amsterdam. Well, it would come on as like a
So
show
good.
after I would watch like The Bachelor or something. It would just like
Oh,
pop up on
right.
Hulu, and I was like, oh. But then I never actually see. The thing with me in medical
It's
is
good.
the minute they show blood, count me
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I'm not here for this. So that's why I never got into any of those shows, because all of them had at least one scene with like an open body.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not here for that today or any day.
The Resident, like, the New Amsterdam was like got sad. You know, there's always sad stuff that happens.
Yeah.
But I think The Resident literally got me to tears, which for TV to do, like, that's not hard to do, but like I'm not usually like super
you're not
invested.
You're not the sappy
like,
TV show
not
girl.
with like TV, but like that one, that shit got me good.
Well, then I would
like,
be a puddle, because I can't even watch Blue without crying. So yeah, they released another episode. When so that's what my For You, that's not actually Bluey on TikTok, Instagram, my For You page or whatever it is, the Explore page on Instagram, literally Bluey content. And so the other day I opened my Instagram and immediately it was like, surprise, which was the episode title, but also like, surprise, we have another episode. I screenshot that shit, sent it to Joe and said, there's a new Bluey episode. Before I even said good morning. This was like at 8 a.m. I like, there's a new Bluey episode out today. And he's
Mom
like,
life.
Oh, really? Does Brie care? No. I'm like, Brie, there's a new episode of Bluey. She's like, okay. Don't know what the fuck you're saying,
okay.
Mom.
I'll watch the 85th episode the same time in a row. Like, I don't care.
I'm like, always. And then I'm sitting there like, I bet you she's pregnant. I bet you this happens. I bet you that's a surprise. None of it. It was none of it.
None of it. I'm invested.
You need to be. It's honestly, I think it's made for the adults. It's not actually made for kids at the end of the day.
I gotta jump on that, because we talked about the one episode that I watched with the iPad.
Yes.
And Muffins, and she running away from her dad with the iPad, and it's so fucking funny. And I was like,
it's hilarious.
It's ingrained in my brain,
and it's so fitting. Like it fits what is real life. Like that is why I like Bluey so much, because it does not shy away from like real life. Like the mom, there's an episode with the mom, and she's like, I just need 20 minutes to myself, and she goes and locks herself in the bedroom, and the kids are both like, but Dad, why did Mom leave? Like, why doesn't she want to be around us? And he's like, she just needs time, it's okay. But I need to see Mom. And they're like trying to get in the room, and he's trying everything in his power to keep them away from her.
Accuracy.
And it's like, this is real life. And like sometimes she like snaps, and I'm like, this is why I appreciate this, because they're not sugarcoating motherhood and like how a mom feels every single day. Like there are times when you're on an up and up, and there's times when you're on a freaking down to the damn ground and you don't want to do shit and you want to scream your head off. And like they show that in the kindest way possible.
Cartoon form.
Yes.
Cartoon form. But it's good, because then it normalizes, hey, Mom needs a minute. Like,
and that's okay.
And then the kids say it's okay.
Right. And what's funny is like all this is happening in the episode, and then they like are outside with the dad and the neighbor. They have a neighbor, and she's like kind of like more uptight, but then she's like, what is going on? Because the dad's like going nuts. And they're like, saying something about like, Mom, just she's in her room. She locked herself in her room because she said she needed time away from us. And she's like, oh, like the neighbor gets it. She's like, okay, kids, come over here and play. Like, it's just like, yes, like this is
5 freaking minutes.
This is what we need. We need more of that. Normalize that. Not these stupid freaking Peppa Pig and Coco Melon shows that like I want to take my head off watching. No, thank you.
And that can roll into your rating of your...
Oh, yeah, that rolls right into it. Let's just go. I don't even know what to give my week, because truly it felt like a roller coaster this week. Maybe a 7.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it like the worst rating ever, but it also doesn't deserve like anything higher than an 8.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised you were giving it that high, because like it was bumpy.
Yeah. I mean, Monday was hell because I did get my period. TMI, but like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me after having 2 kids. But when I tell you that I couldn't even sit down to eat dinner because the pain was so excruciating in my ovary, I wanted to cry. Joe was like, do I need to take you to the hospital? And I was like, honestly, maybe. Like, I don't actually know what's wrong with me right now.
Sad.
So that was like terrible Monday. Like Monday, I was in so much freaking pain and agony. And then Tuesday, I was better at least. And I don't know, it wasn't like a terrible day. He had work. I think I took my kids to my mom's. I can't even remember. That's how long this week has felt. I don't even remember what I did on Tuesday. I believe I did.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
because
Doesn't that make sense?
We didn't film on Monday.
No. So
and then we didn't.
I think Tuesday I took
film
them
here. Yeah.
Wednesday, I think, was a normal okay day. I really don't remember.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember Wednesday or Thursday at all. Or Friday.
Just Thursday at midnight.
Well, I do remember. Oh, wait, I do remember Friday. I had a terrible fucking day Friday. That was when I was miserable. Wednesday was fine. Thursday, we, stayed up to listen to T Swift's album. And then Friday, I was absolutely fucking just miserable. And I'm thinking it had to do with period, but I'm not sure. But I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, 100%. And I've been telling Morgan, so I got an Aura ring, which 10 out of 10 recommend this
Show
shit.
the people.
It's amazing. I love it. But 100% recommend because I've been tracking my sleep. My stress has just started tracking, which that's its own freaking thing. But I wanted it more for my cycle, which it's been doing its thing for that. It checks my temperature every day and tells me if I'm ovulating or not. Great. We love that. But I love looking at my sleep and just how much sleep I'm getting, how much restorative sleep, which is your REM sleep, how much deep sleep I'm getting, all these different things. Yeah. So I've been looking at that. And the day that I had a really bad day, I got really shitty sleep and then even fell back asleep in the morning because Joey woke up so early and I was exhausted that I just remember falling back asleep, waking up and being just in a funk the entire day. And I didn't work out that day, which has also been helping me a lot with my early morning workouts. And I just feel like it set the tone to be terrible. Not a good day. And then Saturday, Joe worked, and I had a good day that day. The kids and we did a bunch of errands and whatever. Yeah. And then you and I filmed the After Dark. And then Sunday, we had a very long day because we had birthday party, going to see Joe's cousins, all the things.
Jesus. Yeah.
And then yesterday we tried to recover. And then today we went to the fucking zoo. So and that was fun, but it was also very stressful because two kids that are 2.5 years old and 7 months old at a zoo in the heat in Florida.
Oh my God. Because they're all the same age or
his cousins' kids, they have 4 and 2 of them are older, 6 and 8. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes, 4.
What?
1 boy, 3 girls.
Listen.
Yes. And so they have, but their youngest are literally months apart from Bree's age and Joey's age. So one little girl is 2 months younger than Bree and the other little girl is 3 months older than Joey.
Yeah.
So they're close in age. And then the other 2 are kindergarten, 1st, 2nd grade, that area. But still 6 kids in a zoo in the heat.
Dude.
And then there was a little play pool / water activity area and somebody shit in the pool or shit in the water. So they had to clear it out. And then Joey was screaming his head off. So I'm literally running around the fucking park just trying to get him to stop screaming because I was well, he likes when he's moving. But apparently he wanted to move really fast because that was the only time he stopped screaming. So I'm sprinting.
So Steph's running.
I'm literally sprinting. And then at one point I got to Joe and I was this is no longer fun for me. I want to leave.
Yeah.
Literally said
it's too hot. Because it's been nice here, but it's still freaking hot when the sun's beating.
Oh, and it was
those places don't have shade.
No, they don't know what shade is. They have umbrellas and that's it. I'm give me some trees. Because this morning when I got up to fill the car up, pack it up, it was 9 a.m. and it was beautiful outside. I was oh my God, what a perfect, it was actually kind of chilly. And I was what a perfect day to go to the zoo.
Right.
But then, you get there and it's freaking noon and the sun's at peak freaking point and it's
not
hot as
forgiving.
Shit. No.
Hopefully no one got sunburned.
No, I think we were all good. I mean, I totally dropped the ball and forgot to bring sunscreen, but they had sunscreen and then Joe bought sunscreen. I was dude, I just borrowed it, but it was fine. Bree had a good time. I can't say if Joey had a good time or not. He was probably I just want to sleep. Because the poor kid didn't sleep either. Yeah.
We
left during nap time. and I hoped that he took at least a 30-minute nap, which he barely did. Hi, Stella. And then
Cameo. Come
he
here.
took another nap while I was running around the park.
Sorry, I'll just give her cameo. There she is in all her glory. The queen herself. The other queen.
The other queen. The doggo queen. But yeah, so it was a long day, and I feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I feel like my app showed me how stressed I was, and when I looked at where my highest peak of stress was, it was at those moments.
Yeah. While you were freaking rushing.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is when I was running, wanting to take my head off.
Aww.
So it's fine. We made it through.
It's good. You made memories.
Exactly. That's what counts. That's what counts. It's a good time. It's just like, it's exhausting. Just like when you go on vacation with kids, it's not a vacation. It's parenting in another location. That is what a vacation is when you have kids.
That's real. That's really real.
Yeah. The only time it would feel like a vacation is if I don't have my kids. Or like when we go in a couple months with my parents, then yes, we have my parents. So like if Joe and I need to take a break, here you go, Mom and Dad. Please watch your grandchildren for a little bit so we can go enjoy ourselves.
Or you can go to dinner. Whatever. Right. Yeah, like babysitter, full babysitter.
It's perfect. That's, that's why we're doing this with multiple peoples. Because if Joe and I went on a vacation with the kids by ourselves, we wouldn't come back. We'd be lost.
Yeah.
Find us in the ocean somewhere.
Oh my God.
They left and they never returned. I wonder why.
They never came back.
So yeah,
Could you hear her? Are you okay?
Oh, I honestly didn't. So.
Oh, okay. She was going ham. There was probably a bunny, honestly.
I know.
She's obsessed. Okay. She's obsessed with her furry friends in the outdoors. Okay. You get situated. Yeah, I'm right here. Hi. I know. Okay.
Aww.
There she goes. Out again. Sorry.
And we're gone. No, you are super good. So yeah, that was my rating of the week. That was my breakdown of the week.
Yeah. What a time. What a time.
But
I know.
I'm excited for the end of this week, though. I get to go to a comedy show, so with my Gibbs.
So excited for you!
Yes.
You've been wanting to go forever.
For anyone that teaches, or is a teacher, or has been a teacher, if you know who Mr. D times 3, that was his name on Instagram for like ever.
Yeah.
But his name is Joe Dombrowski, I believe. He is a former kindergarten teacher turned comedian, and he's fucking hysterical. And I cannot wait. I have been dying to see this man live.
I know.
And I commented on his Instagram post last year around this time when I was pregnant with Joey, because he was going to be in Tampa and also Orlando.
That's right.
And it was right around the time that I was going to give birth. And Joe was like, let's just go. I'm like, I am not going a week before I'm supposed to have a baby, because with my luck, my water will break on the way up to Orlando or Tampa. So
I love a story,
we never got to do that. So yeah,
much.
I remember commenting. I was like, can you please come to Palm Beach, Florida? He made it close enough.
Fuck, we are.
So,
yeah, Fort Lauderdale or whatever.
It's
Miami.
like Hollywood. Because I guess the comedy place that used to be in City Place no longer exists.
Yes.
They closed it down. But it's the same place, but they have one in Hollywood. Yeah. So.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So
I'm excited for you. That'll be a nice break, and you wanted to do it for so long. And Gibbs.
Yes. Shout out Gibbs if you listen to this.
Yes. I know. Oh my God.
Yeah, very excited for that, but I think that's everything.
Yeah. I know. Our media, our reality TV update. Like
we don't have much reality TV.
No. Our lives were consumed by Taylor.
Yeah. Taylor was our media this week, which I've heavily enjoyed a good chunk of the CD. I just feel like every time I listen to it, I'm like, wow, I like this song. Like songs that I didn't originally like, I'm starting to like, which I knew this would happen.
I know.
This is what happens to me every time. And it was cute because last night I was telling you, Brie wanted to watch Taylor Swift music videos before bed. And she kept telling Joe to put the Fortnite one on. And he's like, no, that one's boring. It's slow. And she's like, I want that one, though. Like, she knew which one it was. And he's like, why does she want that one so bad? I'm like, because she watched it and she probably likes it because she thinks it's spooky. Like, I swear to God, it has like the spooky vibes. So immediately I turn it on for her and she's just like, and starts singing some of the lyrics. And I'm like, how do you already know this? And I was like, oh, because we listened to it in the car. multiple times a
She's
day.
so cute.
So,
Biggest, tiniest Swiftie
tiniest
in all
Taylor
the
fan.
land. Oh,
So,
I
we love
also
that.
just like, I've been doing shuffle mode,
Uh-huh.
because I feel like you said in our After Dark, like we
Mhm.
gave so much to the first half of the music
And not
because
enough
like
to the second.
didn't know more was coming out also,
Yeah.
and like so yeah, it was easy to do that because you're like, oh, I want to listen to it in order, but then by song 16 or 15 you're like, I'm tired, but also it's amazing, but also I need a break, but also, so honestly, if you're unsure or whatever,
give it another chance.
I would give it a shuffle, honestly, because
you
I
may
could see that
surprise
like
yourself.
helping out.
Because I also know like a lot of people said things sounded similar like on her album, and after I've been listening to it, I'm like, they really don't though. Like they do and they don't.
They do
like
and
there's
they
a
don't.
lot of songs that I feel like sound similar to past songs.
Yep.
But not necessarily like songs on the album, like this most recent album. So I'm like, I don't know. Just give it a chance. I was very skeptical when I first listened to it on Thursday night and Friday. Also, I was in a terrible mood Friday, so I think everything just pissed me off. And I also had like a lot of people complaining about it to me, and I was like, okay, it's fine, guys. Like,
I know.
Why? Who am I?
Right.
Why am I this person?
This is millennial group therapy. You're getting you're therapizing the people now because they trust us.
Apparently. But I was like, honestly, like it's really not bad. Like I actually am enjoying it the more that I listen to it. But
me too.
I don't know. I do enjoy Taylor Swift. I don't care what anybody says. Like she's up there with Post Malone. He's numero uno, but she's probably numero dos on my list of artists that I enjoy.
Yeah. The
also,
variety.
I peed myself. Did you see the comment left on the TikTok of when I was fucking my brain up?
Yep.
And she's like, he's not part of One Direction.
Steph was trying to remember Niall Horan or whatever, how the fuck you say his name,
not even his
from
name.
One Direction, but that's not. Yeah. She was trying to think of who Post Malone had the song with, which was Noah
But I still
Khan.
can't remember what. Oh, thank you. I was like, I still don't know who the fuck it is.
They both start with N. We'll get to that one.
I was like, I don't know where I was under the impression that he was from One Direction. Like, where did I hear that from? Because I swore I heard that from someone or somewhere. Whatever it may be. I like the song Dial Drunk. That was also, I was like, I can't remember song names. I can't remember shit right now. That was mom brain on steroids. And then the girl, she was so kind.
That was really funny.
The girl that commented, she's like, don't do my man dirty like that. He wasn't on he wasn't in One Direction. I was like, oh my God, I'm a fucking moron.
But I was like, I also can't even help you because.
But also, like, I don't really like them anyways. I mean, I've liked some of their songs, but there were girls that were like obsessed with them. Like they were obsessed with Jonas Brothers, another band that like,
oh my God,
love their music, but like I'm not gonna go die on a hill for them.
No, definitely not. But
sorry, Angelica.
I know. I'm like,
we know they're your lovers.
We need to have a fun like After Dark with Angelica. That's literally
we should do a speed round
questions,
or trivia, speed round trivia of Jonas Brother facts. Because this girl used to know what toothbrush colors they used.
Like their favorite, each individual brother's favorite food. I'm like, girl, how?
I can't even get them straight. Like which one's which?
I can't even remember my name on a Tuesday. Like,
and you know this?
She has a very good memory, I have to say. Like literally.
Yes.
I'm impressed.
She does.
Props to you, Angelica.
We love you and your memory. But yeah, so our media check-in, TV check-in, whatever you want to call it. It hasn't been there. We are going to start watching The Circle because I did get one episode in, and it is good. It's just Joe and I haven't been able to revisit it because we've just been busy. And also like by the end of the day, we're so fucking tired from being so busy that we've been going to bed at like midnight, which is not like us at all. Like we're already in bed before it even hits midnight. So that shows you how fucking tired we've been this past week. But yeah, so we're gonna get back into it because I do want to watch it. The Circle, I enjoyed watching a lot all the past seasons. So that will be something to talk about.
I know. I feel like there's
anything else coming out. Oh, I watched every single season. I turned it on randomly this time last year, I believe. I think was I pregnant? I don't know. I definitely turned it on randomly one day and was like, oh, this is actually kind of entertaining. And then I
you
just was like
messaged us, right? You're like, I
consumed.
need a show.
Yes.
Didn't you ask? And
I
we were
might
like
have. I just
listing off all the
remember sitting
things.
on the couch and I was like, it must have been pregnant because I think I was really tired. And I was like, I just want to like watch something during Bree's nap time and do nothing else besides binge a show. And it I turned it on and I was like, oh, this is really funny. And Joe at first was skeptical too because he hates that type of shit. And then he got really into it. And then it just turned into our show. And we watched 5 seasons in like 2 weeks because we just killed it every single night. But
fucking love a binge-a-thon.
Yeah, now it's not as easy to binge things because one of my children doesn't know what sleeping in is. So at least Bree used to sleep until like 10 so we could stay up late and watch these shows. But Joey's up at the ass crack of frickin' dawn. So,
you know,
it's like good and bad because it's turning me into a morning person and getting my workouts in, which I need. But I'm also like, could we just sleep in like one day out of the week so I could just remember what that feels like?
Just a little bit, please.
Just one day.
Oh my god.
One time.
Right? Oh my god. Well, that wraps that. We'll figure out the circle later.
Yeah.
I'm obviously behind, so
we'll get into it. You're behind. I've only watched one episode, so we're basically on the same playing field with that.
True.
Well, today's episode, we thought we would talk about the evolution of YouTube and all things in that realm of life.
Yeah,
because
internet content of the world.
Yeah, the other day when Taylor Swift did release her album, and they obviously released the music video for Fortnite, as I was just talking about with Brie, watching it, it occurred to me how different YouTube is nowadays than it was back in the day when YouTube first came about. Which I don't even know, when did YouTube like first really? It was like when we were like
I looked it up
kids.
Because I'm a nerd.
No, good. I was gonna say. I hope you did. Okay.
2005.
So yeah, like we were right there. It is literally
perfect for us.
Yeah, because that was like as soon as we were actually like on computers on
like
MySpace.
8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
8th grade.
I think it was 8th grade because we have those shirts, right? Is that 2005? Yes. Is that when we graduated 8th grade?
Yes.
Graduated.
I think so.
Whatever you want to call it.
So weird.
But yeah, so we were like right there getting into like social media because that's when MySpace was getting big and YouTube came about and like just the video content. And you can still find most of these videos now. Yeah. But it was so different. It was such a different place than what I mean, at least what I think YouTube is now.
I feel like it was just straight comedy.
It was.
It started
like,
out
where
as
was
straight
there
comedy.
actually like information? Like nowadays, I feel like I go on YouTube and I can look up like, how do I do this? Or how do I do that? Or how do I make this recipe? Or I don't know, freaking give me a clothing haul. Like give me an outfit to wear for a vacation to the beach. Like you can find so much content now. And back then, like none of that existed. It was just straight up funny shit.
Or it was like a joke. Like it was all just for a joke. It didn't matter.
Literally. I mean, like we had our top videos, so we watched religiously in my bedroom on the computer. Shoes was a big one. The cupcake one or muffins. I always say muffins, right? It was muffins.
Muffins, yeah.
Muffins. Oh my gosh. And Charlie the Unicorn.
Ring ring hello.
Ring ring hello. Ring ring hello. The door.
I love that. The door is my favorite line to just use in public, and like
it's the
people
best,
don't know. It's literally the best line.
Like that and the ring ring. Anytime there's like a phone ringing, like I'm like ring ring hello, ring ring hello. You have a bad connection. I die every time. But those were like so funny, and that was
all the songs too.
Oh yeah, all the
songs.
Like
the Charlie the Unicorn, just from Charlie the Unicorn, but like the songs too were just like so annoying and funny.
When I think of Charlie the Unicorn, the first song I always think of is the swordfishes love you, jellyfishes love you, starfishes I really love you.
Yes. That's what Nicole always, we just sing to her, and she was so fucking annoyed.
Oh my god.
That was my favorite.
Those were some of the best videos.
I can't. That just
like so
that
good.
Era of like what?
And then there was just like stupid shit like Old Greg.
Yes.
Old Greg. I couldn't remember his name the other day. I was like, Morgan, what was that
like,
guy? He was like a swamp creature. And he was really weird. Can you learn to love me? Because like Joe and I will say that to each other when we're like being weird. It's like, can you learn to love me? I'm just Old Greg.
the one-liners that like I didn't realize came from somewhere
Mhm.
probably came from 2006 YouTube.
Well, weren't
like
you saying something about like the noises? Like
yes,
just
because okay, so you know we out here trying to get the fucking views, right? Because
Mhm.
we're on podcast land, and Steph and I were like posting on a TikTok and changed the voice. There's like that little voice changer, you know,
Mhm.
feature, and we like got more views on this one random video, and I was like, was it because the
Of the
voice
voice?
changed? And then I was looking back and I was like, why the fuck? And then I was thinking, I'm like, I listen to the videos with the voice changer,
Mhm.
and because we watch shit like Fred and his,
Mhm.
you
Yep.
know, like,
Yep.
terrible,
Oh my
terrible.
gosh. All that stuff.
It's Fred again. Like, and I feel
Fred
like the
again.
voices we make, like,
Uh-huh.
just come out because of
Yep.
these
Oh my
things.
God.
Like,
And he was
I
so
can't.
popular. He was on an episode of iCarly. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
he ended up. I feel like he ended up having his own show on Nickelodeon or
Probably.
one of the
It wouldn't
platforms
surprise
or
me. But I
whatever.
just remember being like, wait, that's a dude from YouTube.
Right.
Like, that's fucking awesome.
I
Because
know.
like back
Like,
then,
good for you, Fred. Good
when
for
people
you.
would go on YouTube, like I don't even know if they knew that they could potentially make money off of this. You know what I mean? Like back
Yeah,
then
I
it
don't
was
know when
more
that
just like
happened.
putting video content up just for the hell of it, but it would get like millions and millions of views because they were very popular videos. And what was anyone else doing with their lives besides like going on the computer and searching YouTube videos? I mean, like the Aaron, hey Aaron,
Hey,
that
Aaron.
video, I would love to watch that again. It's been a
Oh,
minute.
we have to.
It's been
Oh
a
my
minute.
god, it's so
So,
good. Like
all of
just
those were just so like so funny, so great to watch. And then
I know.
there were the videos where like you'd play something and then some scary ass thing would pop out at the
Oh my,
end. That I
stop. When you're
always did
like
that to Morgan and Nicole. They would come
the
over and I'd be like,
driving,
guys, you have to watch this. You have to watch this. Like,
fucking punch you
it's
guys
like
in the
from Disney.
fucking
Just
arm every
watch it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, driving down the road.
And then all of a sudden
Just
the
like,
fucking
like,
scream,
for
or not
real?
scream girl, the girl from what is that?
The
The
fucking
Ring
Exorcist
or The Exorcist? Yeah. All those fuckers.
Oh my god, I was like, why you do this to me?
This is my life. That's what I did.
Literally, just picture us huddled in Steph's room, like with
all in
like
the bed.
5 of us.
Yep.
Yeah, like
because it was like my room was the computer room because we didn't have like another place to put the computer. So we just like stuck it in my room in the corner, and everybody would come over and we'd go on the freaking dinosaur ass computer.
Oh
that
my
was
god,
like the big old thing with the fucking huge ass modem. It was just there.
Yep, I know. God
no
damn.
wonder I enjoy making content so much because when you think about what we did as kids, especially like when you found that photo bucket and we were able to look at all this stuff, like the amount of videos that we would just make in my room, like
dancing
videos,
day. Sing-alongs,
all of it,
but like recording us reacting to like we were
and even
ahead
that,
of our time, and we didn't even know it.
I know. It's honestly a shame that like TikTok and Instagram today, like the Instagram now, not when it came out when we were younger. It's a shame that it didn't come out then because we would be millionaires. We'd be fucking billionaires with the content that we would have put out. Please.
I'm like,
if that shit actually existed for us to put on the internet,
like half upset, half grave.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
not that we're not posting our old shit anyway nowadays, but still.
But it's just like crazy. And even I think about like iMovie, like how many videos would we make on iMovie?
The
like
montages, we would just,
and well, even just like, do you remember the times that like you would come over and we would just like record on iMovie for like an hour straight of us just like singing to different songs?
Yeah.
That's all we did.
Here we are, back on the computer.
And then I'd go and edit them and put it on. I don't know where I would put it. I don't know if I did. I ever put them on YouTube? Maybe it was MySpace, isn't it? I put them somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were so freaking funny, and it's like, it's no wonder. It makes sense.
It does.
Or just like Nicole and I doing like the stupid scream videos that we would make.
Oh my god!
Outside.
Nicole loved her scream outfits.
Mm-hmm. That was so funny. But it's just
like, the neighborhood.
Why did this not exist back then? Because the amount of content that we could have put out.
I know.
It was gold.
It's so interesting. And it was all funny.
It was.
And like, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, and now you're like scrolling or you have like a suggested video, you watch something, you
Mm-hmm.
see a suggested, and it's like fucking unboxing toys.
Yeah,
Or like,
it's
like,
so different.
let me find the mini squish toy,
Oh,
the
yeah.
whatever, you know, you see those. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I know. It's
Do I
not,
watch that? Like, I don't know. I
I
don't think
don't know.
so.
I mean, listen, one of my favorite things to watch, and this is probably why I don't watch enough like actual reality TV and stuff, is I go on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube and I do watch videos. I still do. I love
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
my content is like um top things from TikTok shop, or like
Oh,
some bitch who's rich will buy a bunch of
boutiques.
fucking shit from TikTok and do a review on it,
Yeah.
or things that people are making food wise or candy wise, or clothing hauls. Or I've been into these two guys, their YouTube's called Mythical Mondays or something. I don't know,
Okay.
it's mythical something. But they basically do a ton of different videos, but one of my favorite ones is they will try like every single flavor of Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and they
Oh
will
my
rate it.
God.
And
Oh.
they it's like two of them, and they have people that just like give them a scoop of ice cream, they eat, and they're like, out of 100 they have to give it a score, and then that combined score they calculate, and at the
100.
end they find the four top between their two scores, and then they rate those four and figure out the best one according to them. And they've done it
Okay.
with Pringles, they've done it with M&Ms,
Wow.
they've done it with Buffalo Wild Wings like sauces. Yeah.
Wow.
And I was
The
like,
tier, the draft, if you will.
yes, it's so fun though. Like I've been so into those. I even the other morning I had it on before Joe went to work because I was up with Joey, and he's like, "Let me know which ice cream wins." He's like,
Oh
"I
my
can't stay and
God.
watch it all," but like even he was invested.
That's so
So,
funny. I remember like 2020 TikTok, like
uh
once it,
huh,
the kickoff, the
yeah,
extra hype. Not that I'm not addicted still, clearly.
uh huh,
But this girl was trying to eat every single flavor of the Progresso soup or whatever brand it
uh
was.
huh.
Did you ever come across her? Because
I did not come
it was a
across her, but they did
similar,
something similar to that too,
yeah, it
with
was a
like
similar
soups.
thing where
It
she
just,
had like
yeah,
categories
yes.
and the
No,
Excel
I
spreadsheet.
that's like the type of content I watch now. It's like I'm not watching like
Mm-hmm.
these short, and that's the thing too. Those videos were like short form videos. Like they
Right.
were only a couple minutes long in reality, maybe three,
Yeah.
4 minutes. And like these videos are like 10, 20 minutes long. And
Mm-hmm.
now, YouTube's venturing out and they have their shorts, which are
The shorts.
basically
Yep.
reels slash TikToks for YouTube.
Yep.
Um, it's just
I
a
have to take
different,
us. I
different ball
know,
game than it
but
was
even
back
I
then.
so different.
Mm-hmm.
I have to take us back to the OG short clip app,
Oh
Vine,
yes, Vine was
because
a time.
that what like no wonder
I
we
wish I
have
could
the
find it
attention span
again.
of a goldfish,
I
honestly,
know,
because
because those were literally like seconds long.
I think 6 seconds or
That was the
something.
most you
And
could
I
do.
have some, I think so. Like I think it was really short.
I wish I knew where I saved them because I had a lot saved. But like people got popular off that too. Do you remember Marcus
I
Johns that we went to high school with?
Oh
Oh, there
yes.
goes my
Yes,
light.
yes, yes.
He was
It's all good.
it's fine.
Yeah.
He also got like really
Mhm.
famous from
Yeah,
that.
from Vine. I found some of my old Vines, but I had like saved them onto my computer, my old computer. So they're like on an external hard drive. So like,
Mine have to be somewhere though. They were on a
no,
phone that then like I put in
somewhere
a computer.
into a cloud
One
or
of
whatever.
them.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
I've never used the cloud. And here's why. Because my cloud is
Sweet
somehow
Lord.
linked to my father's and has been for the last 20 years since I've had a phone. I don't even fucking know.
Stop it right now.
I'm not even kidding you. Do you remember? And maybe I wasn't texting you at the time because I was in college when this happened.
Oh my
But I was in
God.
college and somehow I decided I was going to utilize the cloud for the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. I was definitely dating somebody. I don't know who, one of the many exes, but one of them. And I definitely accidentally somehow synced my dad and me through the cloud together.
Mhm.
So he was getting all of my text messages from my friends, and people were texting him, and he was like, I don't fucking know these people. No clue. Literally no idea.
Stop.
Mm-hmm. And he was like, why are all
Well.
your friends texting me right now? And I'm like, I don't know. Also, somehow
Oh,
that happened too with like
Jesus, dude.
Facebook, where people were adding my dad or he was adding them. I don't even remember what was happening. Oh, no, my dad was like, when my dad first got a Facebook, this is what it was.
Yeah.
And pray for the fucking boomers and whatnot that,
right,
you know, download social media and attempts to use it and it just fails epically.
yeah.
But my father downloaded Facebook for the first time. I'll never forget, I was in college too. And apparently he just started adding anyone that it suggested to him. So because he was already friends with me, it was suggesting people that we went to high school with. And these guys were texting me like, hey, is this your dad? He just tried to add me on Facebook. And so then I had to call him and go, Dad, please stop adding everyone that you're getting suggested because they're my friends and they don't even know who the fuck you are.
My God.
Yeah.
Stop.
I'm like,
that's
what?
That is
going
like
on?
So funny, but also like generational gap, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's okay.
It makes sense.
Like
it makes sense.
Oh my God. The internet though. We
will have an episode about the
place.
evolution of the internet because that was its own thing. Just how much that's changed.
Yeah, beyond. Can I also set the scene back to Steph's
back to my
computer desk onto the we're all huddled on the bed and the internet content of the world was going around the world was not YouTube, but it was the 2 Girls 1 Cup video. And I don't even remember who told us about this.
Oh, I have no clue. I know we were in 10th grade. And I know this because I was dating someone at that time who I dated in 10th grade. So it makes sense. Like I remember being in my room
the timeline
and like the 4 or 5 of us watching it together because you were there. My brother was in the room. My ex was with us. Pretty sure like somebody else was too. But we were definitely like recording our reaction to it.
Like that exists somewhere.
I know. I just don't know where. It's got to be on my computer somewhere. Or it could have been on the computer that I had lost everything because the hard drive kept going. Because that was definitely that computer. Maybe that's why my computer went kaput. It was all the freaking crazy shit that we were watching.
Sketchy fucking websites.
Yeah, because like who knew? I don't even know what we were on. We were probably on like a porn site and we just didn't know it at the time. But it definitely had like some weird shit because there was that and there was like the sandbox or the play box.
What?
Sandbox.
Wait, what?
There was another video that was like the sandbox and some guy shoved something in his dick.
Oh my God, I don't remember that. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, the internet's so grody on some levels.
I don't remember how I found out that video. Somebody told me to look at it. And see, I was just like, okay.
Right.
And then I was like, here's a guy shoving something in his penis hole. Like, oh, fun. Jesus. That looks like a great time, sir. And then there was like the video of the guy getting fucked by a horse that like everyone was like obsessed with.
Disgusting.
I'm like, why are we like promoting this?
Yeah, like do what kids wrong with nowadays? Like, I need to survey.
Like, yeah, are there things like that on the internet that we just don't know about because we're old and we have no idea? I'm sure. I'm sure one day I'll be finding out about this. Brie will be like, Mom, did you hear about this? And I'll be like, no.
I mean, I hope she tells you. Or
I hope so too. Yeah, she better tell somebody, and then you'll tell me.
Duh.
Because that one video, like, oh, I'm telling your parents. I've known them longer than whatever. That one guy. Oh my God, that was so funny. Yeah, that will be you guys with Brie.
What a fucking
you can come sleep at my house. I'll come pick your drunk ass up, but you best believe I might tell your mother that.
Like, she good, but she gonna need a whooping.
Yeah.
A verbal.
And that is that. I already know Bree's gonna be the handful of my children. Well, I don't know. Joey hasn't shown his true colors yet.
I know.
Joey's just gonna be like the freaking crazy boy. Like he's gonna be the Daredevil.
Oh.
Bree's gonna be like the sassy. I mean,
he rolled away from you.
You should have saw him today at the zoo. He like needed to get out of his stroller. He flipped himself over. I was like, dude.
Like you can't do
Brie
that.
Would have never. Brie would have never.
She was just like.
Yeah, even when she was like in the water thing, she's like lightly walking over to it and like tapping it. Like she's so just gentle mannered in that sense. But then if she doesn't get her way. If she hears the word NO, it's game over.
Game over.
Screams.
I mean,
trauma. Craziness.
Oh.
I'm like, why is this happening? But it's just tolerhood.
Yeah.
Welcome
it's
to
normal,
unfortunately.
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 Well, I know we need to survey the people with older children that are in like middle school.
Yeah, if
like
they,
what the fuck is happening on the internet
they
now?
know.
It's like they're
honestly
definitely back on YouTube.
You know,
but
when I think about it, it probably isn't what it was like when we had it. Only because, and I say this only because, there's so much social media now. We didn't have anything besides MySpace. We literally had nothing else. MySpace was the only social media platform that existed besides like, I mean, YouTube, you could put content on, but it wasn't the same content as now. But like MySpace was the only thing. And then Facebook came about, and then Twitter came about, and then Instagram came about, and then Snapchat, and this one and that one, and TikTok. And now there's so many different platforms. Ooh, sorry, I'm going to put this back in. That honestly, like, I don't know. There probably isn't a lot of stuff for them to find.
Or there's like so many more parental controls that are existent too now.
Parental controls barely existed, and if it did, our parents had no clue how to set it up. My parents to this day would not know how to set up a parental control. Right. They'd block themselves from something.
For sure. They absolutely would.
I was trying to get the sound machine set up for Joey like 10 minutes before we got on, and I'm like, Mom, why is this happening now? She's like, I don't know, I didn't touch anything. I'm like, you had to have touched something because it wasn't doing this 2 days ago when I was here.
Ma'am.
Oh my gosh. Woman.
I know.
That's just, you know, we'll be there one day. And our kids will be like, Mom, how did you not figure this out? And I'm like, I don't know, Brie.
No, we're not. We're not going to be them.
Morgan, I can't even figure out shit. I am
You're on another level.
Technically, whatever the word is, not advanced.
Not savvy.
Yeah. I was best friends with the IT guy at my school for 6 years. They knew me because I was that bad with technology. And like multiple times a day. Hey, so-and-so, can you come check out why my printer's not printing? He'd come in. He'd be like, did you try this? Mm-hmm. Did you try this? Mm-hmm. Let me see. Oh, well, it says it's trying to print the same paper 48 times. I don't know why. Let's see. And then he'd hit a button. Perfectly fine. I'm like, I don't get it. Why am I like this? I'd get into my classroom. The smartboard wouldn't work. So-and-so, can you come see why my smartboard's not working? Well, Miss T, it's not plugged in properly. Or it's not plugged in at all. There was one day, it literally, one of the cords, it was plugged into the wall, but it wasn't plugged into the actual smartboard.
Oh.
And I'm like, it's not turning on. The kids need it. I need it. My sanity.
Damn. Well, one, I don't even know what a smartboard is at this point.
It's basically a massive computer on wheels.
Right. Like a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Just a fucking monitor.
But it's literally a computer. Like you have a web browser and everything. Like a computer. But you can
draw on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
Crazy.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Thankful I didn't have that my first 2 years teaching because one of my kids would have definitely broke it with the classes that I had.
They're crazy kids.
Yeah. Nuts.
I can't believe you lasted as long as you did.
I can't believe I made it past just my first year teaching because it was so miserable.
We were very worried for you.
I was very worried for myself. I came home every day and I was like, I'm gonna end it. Either my teaching or my life, one of them.
Yeah. I'm quitting or I'm jumping off.
If it truly wasn't for my past coworkers, and bless all your souls, if you're listening to this, they are the only reason I made it through. Especially my first 2 years, because also my administration could kiss my ass. They were terrible. And it wasn't until I got a new administration and having my wonderful team. Yeah. But like my coworker and I, we cry to each other every single day. One of us, we'd go into each other's classroom and be like, is it your day to cry or my day to cry? Who's crying today?
There's a meme. There's a meme and it's Millhouse and I think it's Bart or somebody, one of the Simpsons. And it's like they're looking at a cave and it's like you showing your new coworker where to cry. And it's like, yeah. Like, I feel that sometimes, you know? You got to show them the spots. Yeah. Which, luckily, I work from home now, so just lay on the floor with the cats sometimes.
Bathroom, wherever the greatest place is. No, but yeah.
I know. Oh
I mean,
God.
even those kids, when it comes to technology, even those kindergartners knew how to work the computer better than I did.
Damn.
Like, my coworker, who was 20 years older than me, knew how to work the technology better than I did. That's how you know that's how bad I am at technology.
Yeah.
I'd be like, can you
Hopefully
come
Bria
help
will
me
help
with this?
Or I will.
I'm always like, Morgan.
I'm not falling off the bandwagon.
Morgan, or my brother, Nick.
Oh, yes. Nick is good.
Somebody help me. Why isn't it the
Literally
on?
35 minutes ago, it was, how do I get these AirPods to work?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Update. They're not.
She's
not
not.
wearing them.
They weren't doing it. I'm like, I don't know. No clue. And then this was like on red, and I'm like, it's not working. So
I was like, you can't hear me, but like unmute yourself.
And then she's like, just put your AirPods in, you'll hear me. And I'm like, I can't hear you. Just put them in. I was like, oh, put them in? Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
this
like, it will know. Because it's your phone.
I am the worst with technology when it comes to figuring it out, how it works, and also when keeping it alive. Both those things.
But honestly, proud of you, because like you were the one like in iMovie land and like editing the things. Like
I also was the one who took TV production and like wanted to do something with that.
You were going to be a news broadcast woman.
Also makes me wonder, like, maybe that's why I don't mind being in front of a screen so much when it comes to like my social media platforms and stuff. Like, I always think about this stuff. I'm like, it makes sense that like I really don't have that fear, because a lot of people, like, they would hate it.
Well, yeah.
And
I feel like if you listen to me on our first episode versus now, I mean, like, I was awkward. I'm still awkward, but like I feel like the first one I was like, I don't know.
But it's like your first time doing this. I'm used to talking to... I was also
blinded by the fucking light.
Yeah. But like, I'm so used to talking to myself on a screen that when I get to talk to someone else, I'm like, oh, this is more normal than me just like... today...
I know.
Like, it's so weird when I'm just like talking to people, but I'm not actually talking to people because they're not there in front of me.
Yeah.
It's definitely
the audio messaging helped my...
Oh, yes.
Too, you know?
Yeah.
Because then I talk to myself to send you a message.
Yeah.
So
again, things that I love. I would rather 1,000% send a video message, a memo, a voice message, anything that I don't have to type. I don't feel like texting. Let me just let me let you hear my voice. It doesn't sound that great, but it's here.
We hear. We love it.
Also, my voice has changed significantly over the years. Yeah, you wonder. Like, what do you mean, Steph? The other day, Nick sent me 2 videos of me when we were in college in 2016. Not that far. I mean, it's... Yeah. We're going on almost 10 years. But not that far in the grand scheme of things. Yeah. I sounded so different. I was like, what the fuck happened to me in like 8 years?
Were you teaching? Maybe you were more like...
I was interning.
Oh.
No, I sounded weird. Fucking light. I sounded weird. I sounded really weird. I don't know.
Were you animating for like the kids? You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I was sitting. So I was literally laying on the couch, and Lucina was being Lucina, my brother's dog. And she was like, pushing up on me, and I was like, Lucina, why are you doing that? Like, I sounded nasally and weird.
Huh.
It was, and then I'm like, maybe I was sick. It could have been, but then I'm like, maybe it's just
find
me.
An old video of you.
Well, the old videos of me from like high school, I sound,
yeah, I feel like
I was going through puberty at 15.
Oh yeah, we talked
for sure. How did anybody actually want to date me and find me attractive? Ugly duckling stage. 15 years old.
Was awkward as fuck.
Yeah, but I was extra awkward. My pants were too tight and too low. I had no hips or butt.
But it was the time.
Or
that was
boobs.
Also the time.
I didn't have eyebrows, so I had to draw them. I mean, I still don't have eyebrows. This is all a facade. Yeah, literally, just lick it off. You know, when I was teaching, Gibby had no idea that I didn't that these were not my real eyebrows and that I didn't pencil them on.
Oh,
and there was one day that I told her, I was like, no, I don't have eyebrows. Like they're minimal. And she was like, really? And I was like, just wait. So like that day I showered and I like removed everything and it was just like my little bits of hair. I mean, they're there, but my hair's so light that you can't see it. Like I have an eyebrow, but it's so light and thin that it's like non-existent. So I sent it to her and she's like, holy shit, you weren't kidding. I'm like, I know. It's crazy. But I've been doing this since I was like freaking 14 years old because I was always insecure about my eyebrows.
You're too
I was
professional,
doing
honestly.
my eyebrows before eyebrow pencils and penciling in your eyebrows was cool. Like I used to do it like, ooh, I don't want anyone to know that I do this because it wasn't a cool thing. And now it's like everybody fucking does it. So it's just funny.
And also to close, I feel like just the YouTube chapter of life, like I have to mention the girl, the Jenna Marbles of of YouTube.
She has
her OG video was like,
oh yeah,
how to trick people into thinking you're good looking, which is so funny you're talking about the eyebrows because like that was literally her like first viral one. Wild.
No, 100%.
That shit's crazy. That shit's crazy.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Content has changed
it's
so
true
much.
though. But even like thinking about that, because like she has a lot of controversy with her videos. She did some
canceled
things, some shit. But like when you think about it, back then, like nobody was getting upset about the shit that was on the internet. It was all fun and games. We live in too much of a snowflake society now. Everybody's got a problem with everything. Everybody's got to find a problem with something. You can't even post a video like when we posted the reel or the shorts about me pranking the kindergartners and all these motherfuckers commenting on it like I would never
say that.
This is why I don't send my kids to school because they can't even trust their teacher. Motherfuckers, it's a prank. Please take your Karen ass somewhere else. Have you learned the word fun? Have you done that? Hate to be your kid. Because that doesn't sound like a fun family to me. But, like, that's the world we live in. Like, nothing can be funny anymore. Everybody's so damn sensitive to everything.
Like, don't be racist on the internet. But also, like, yes, there is a level of, like, she was doing comedy and, like, she shouldn't have done that. But, like, yes, there is definitely a level of, like,
I mean, listen,
it's different now.
Like,
those
that
commenters,
thing, not a good thing to do. But I'm sure there was other shit that made her, like, you know, just stop.
But even the trolls that like we posted, Taylor Swift did the Fortnite challenge thing, and it was like these. I kind of feel bad because like imagine being an 8-year-old boy like looking for Fortnite footage for like the video game, and like you're coming across the two of us on Fortnite. So like, but I still like the fucking trolls of the comments section, which I'm sure they've always existed even in the beginning of time on YouTube, but like fuck all these people because they'd never say that to you in person. Like, I mean, we talked about the haters, but like
no, and the best part is the ones that are the haters are usually the ones with like not a real page anyways, and they're just like going on there to troll because that's what they do with their lives. Literally. But yeah, I was just like, I remember I was like telling Morgan, I'm like, the way that I need to bite my tongue right now for these people commenting about my prank to the kindergartners, because truthfully, I would not.
I know. Like, they need to be humbled. They need to be humbled. These kindergartners.
Like, it's a prank.
Oh my god. It's literally a prank. Yeah.
Promising them that I could go on. I could go on a tangent about it. I was just like, is this like more of the comments were just about like how terrible it was and that they wouldn't be able to trust their teacher. It's April Fools.
The trust issues. Yeah. Like you're also educating them about a fun holiday. Whatever.
Exactly. I mean, you can go ask all of my former kindergarten students' parents how much they loved me, and then we'll talk.
Like, Miss T was fun, you know.
Listen, everybody was upset when I left. So, not to toot my own horn, but I know I was a damn good teacher. So,
exactly.
That's why I get annoyed. That's why I get mad.
They don't even know you.
They don't even know.
Anyways, sorry, it's a spiral.
Spiral City. We haven't had one of those happen in a hot minute, but here we are.
I know. I don't have my towel.
Spiraling away. I feel like I'm getting so dark.
I know. It's just time.
It
got my butterfly clips in.
I love them. I unintentionally wore bright colors without meaning to. I told Morgan, like, when we decided to do the podcast, that my wardrobe would just be like bright colors, and I feel like I haven't missed a beat.
You're great. You're on it. Yeah.
Even when I'm trying not to. Like, I wore this to the zoo today, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep it on. And I was like, oh wait, I'm still bright. So every day, every time,
killing the game.
That's what I'm here for. Anyways, We hope you guys enjoyed a little trip down YouTube memory lane.
Right? Your favorite YouTubes.
I definitely want to do an episode about just like old technology. I know we kind of talked about it the first episode we ever did, but like really revisiting like the old digital cameras, and even before digital cameras were the disposable cameras, and how I would take a trillion photos for MySpace. Can we just like touch on that real quick? But we're gonna do an episode about this. When MySpace was a thing, digital cameras weren't really a thing yet. Right. They were, but they weren't. And if they were expensive, and my parents were not buying me one. Let's be real. So we would get disposable cameras, take a bunch of pictures that you didn't know if they looked good or not, which is also wild to me to think. Then you would go get them developed, and then you would take those and you would upload them to the computer, like scan them onto the computer just to use them as a profile picture on MySpace.
Yep. Sure would.
How? Also, when I think about it, like our parents did that for pictures of us. They just had disposable cameras. How did they know if we were even paying attention to the photo? Do you ever think about that stuff? Because like it baffles me that like that was a time. Like now we literally take our phone and go, smile, oh, let me take 20 because you're not paying attention. And I'm like, okay, cool.
I know the live feature too. Yeah. Like
milestone photos for babies. I would never if I was back then with like my parents.
No.
That would have never been a thing.
You're lucky if you get a birthday picture. Like,
oh my gosh. And then I wonder why, like, I look at the photos and I'm like, why are these all terrible? Because you couldn't fucking see what you were doing. You were just literally like shooting it blind
on the thing. Yep. Yeah. Oh my god. Wild.
Funny. Funny stuff. But I just was thinking about that because we did take a lot of photos with those disposable cameras. I used to bring them to like middle school. Yeah. Like all those photos in middle school that I still have hard copies of. Disposable cameras.
Oh yeah, we owe the viewers a photo of us on the surfboard at Universal in like 5th grade.
I know I have that somewhere. I gotta go through
my parents' house.
I have to go through some stuff. I know I do. But yeah, we'll definitely do an episode like all about the evolution of computers, the internet, and cameras, all of that technology in general, because it's just, you think about it, we were alive when all of this was transitioning from like nothing being digital to like everything being digital.
I know. We're the smartest.
I know. We really are. Kudos to millennials. We may be the smartest when it comes to technology, unless you're me. Then you just are stuck in the Stone Age, apparently.
But you figure it out.
Maybe that's what my problem is. I was so used to like the simple shit. I wasn't good at change.
You sound like the boomers.
I basically am a boomer in a millennial body.
In technology land.
Yeah. My technology land is boomer. Written all over it.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
That's why
Brielle will be here for you.
That's why Morgan is our producer, because I sure as shit wouldn't be able to do it. I'd fuck something up along the way. We'd lose a whole video. God. I'd be like, Morgan, I'm so sorry. It's gone.
I would believe in you. If you had to do it, you could do it. But my internet's super fucking fast, so it's worth it.
You believe in me until I show you just how badly I can fuck something up. You say that now. But anyways, before I turn totally dark in this room.
Turn into an after dark special.
Yeah, I'm like slowly getting darker and darker. We will wrap this up here. We hope you guys enjoyed. Next week we will be doing postpartum
part 3 of the 3 P's.
Of what she said of the 3 P's will be postpartum. And I should be in the right mindset where I will not cry the entire episode, but probably still will cry a little bit.
It'll be a good one.
That's just postpartum for you. But we do hope you guys enjoyed, like I just said, and come follow us on our social media platforms, Baby One More Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, for however much longer it exists, and YouTube.
True.
Come follow us on YouTube, because that's where we're trying to get up on there.
Subscribe on YouTube.
And
we'll see you soon.
That's everything. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.